So take a nice, comfortable, deep breath. That is an invitation to yourself to just settle down. You're here. You've got a cushion or a chair supporting you, so feel that support. It is actually something that you can feel. You can sense the contact with your chair or your cushion. And really let it hold you. We spend a lot of energy holding ourselves up in ways that actually stress us. So the first thing we can experience is the possibility of allowing yourself to be supported. And that support is threefold. If you rock ever so gently on your chair or your cushion, you will find that you come to feel that you're actually riding on your sits bones, little flat bones, bottom of your bottom. And when you rest on them, you can start to feel the very real support from your own skeleton that is now holding you. So those bones are connected up to hip bones, other bones that all support you, so your muscles can relax. And what we're looking for is a place of being really relaxed and also really clear. So you're sitting with that support. And there's also a support that comes to you from the center of the earth, which is actually directly beneath you. That's actually true. You are actually sitting directly above the center of the earth. And all the layers of the earth between the center and your seat are supporting you. That's a deep, deep support. Sometimes just breathing down to the center of the earth, acknowledging its presence directly beneath you. Sometimes you'll just feel a little more relaxation come into the bottom of your body especially. You're supported, you're held. And the center of the earth is also in perfect alignment with the center of your belly, what you experience as your center of gravity, which we describe as 3 fingers down from your navel and 3 fingers in, so it's deep inside. And that alignment through your body continues to your heart. So your heart also is supported from the center of the earth. It is also held. It can also relax. And that alignment continues through your throat. Sometimes we hold a lot of tension around our neck and throat, concerns about expression, creativity, really presenting ourselves energetically. So that is also in alignment with support. And the crown of your head, which itself is in alignment with the apex of space. And descending from space, whether you're aware of it or not, can be another kind of opening, easing, gracious descent of energy. So we're just sitting here, supported, open, like a tree rooted deeply in the earth, leaves turn to the sun and receiving its blessing.
So we start by doing a very, very simple meditation, which has basically two elements. One, we're going to place our attention on our breathing. And then two, we're going to rest with our breathing. Normally, when we put attention on things, we tend to tighten up and get tense. But meditation in particular is an art of restful attention. And so it's a training in a kind of balanced attention that's a little bit unusual for many of us. So we both bring our attention to breathing and we rest our attention there. And if thoughts are occurring, we just let them be. You don't get into a struggle with them. You don't fight with your thoughts or feelings. But we're primarily focusing our attention and then resting with the breath. And if we completely lose our way and get absorbed in a whole train of thoughts or contemplations about tomorrow or yesterday, plans, relatives, tasks, things we could have done, things we should do. Once we become aware of that, we turn our attention back to the breathing and then rest in the breathing to the point of just really being one with the breath. And we'll do that for about 10 minutes. We next move to using sound and attention in a relaxed way to deepen our focus, deepen our stillness. We chant Hum, Hum, everyone in their own pace, and we merge our attention, our mind, with the sound, with the breath going out. We just let our attention settle on the sound of Hum, Hum, united in it. Again, we don't fight any thoughts or feelings that might be occurring, but we're primarily attending and uniting our attention and our mind and our breath with the sound of Hum, Hum. We'll do this for a few minutes. Just let yourself settle into the silence. Rest with your breathing. Appreciate a sense of presence and peace. Be with your breath. Just take a few moments to be with yourself and let the meditation sink in.
I don't think so, because we're in the holidays, so are we So we've done three things, really. We have felt into the three kinds of support that we can sense into as we begin to sit in a way that helps us relax. The support from your own skeleton, sitting on your sits bones. You can feel slowly a kind of settling, rising up in your body. Everybody is different, but this is one way you might experience it. And even your shoulders begin to relax because of that support. Support from the center of the earth, and the support from the alignment in the center of your body, which is a subtle, but very strong support. And within that sense of support, and why do we talk so much about this support? Because one of the most important things, maybe the most important thing we need to learn to be able to sit and develop attention, and on the basis of attention develop love, and on the basis of that develop joy, and many other wonderful qualities in life. The first thing we really need is to be at ease, to be relaxed. You know how good you feel when you're at ease and you're relaxed. And particularly when you're at ease and relaxed in an alert kind of way. Not the slumping, watching TV that we're all so familiar with, but more like the crisp appreciation of feeling easy walking through the woods on a beautiful day, looking at the sky, being with people you love and feel loved by. So you're just easy, right? You feel that in your body. It's really a portal to a wonderful state. It is itself a wonderful state, and it's a portal for developing more states. So we really invite relaxation and ease. Sensing, are your shoulders tense? They often are. Well, maybe if once you notice that, they will all by themselves, as it were, find a way to relax. So we cultivate ease by being aware of those three kinds of support: skeleton, the ground, your seat, and the central alignment in your body. And then we place our attention, we rest, as Harvey said, we rest our attention on our breath. The breath is there, and we can rest attention on it. And with our attention resting on our breath, and our thoughts quieting down, we can sense there's a lot of sensations associated with breathing in and breathing out. There's a refreshment, a clarity that comes in. There's a natural relaxation when you exhale. When we're completely in our heads, as most of us are, most of the time, we don't notice the gifts of the breath, you might say. But these are gifts that can help us attune to something that's actually very, very natural. You know, meditation is really about cultivating what is most profoundly natural in you as a human being. It's really quite natural, but we don't have it as a habit. So sometimes meditation is presented as being exotic, something like that. But really what is natural for a human being, for any creature, this is something people admire about cats and dogs. Oh, how they just lie there in the sun, right? It's really quite natural to any organism to be able to be at rest. And with that resting clarity, We're aware of our breath. And that also keeps us present in our body. The one way to get out of your head, where there is so much noise going on and so much worry and stress and so on, is to go into your body. It's one reason yoga is so beneficial. You're in your body, or sports for that matter, or dance in your body. Your body is not worried. Your body is in the present. If your mind is worried, it will stress your body. But if you're in the present, you're with your body, and that's it. It's the present moment, and you're here, and that's what we're living in, always. But we don't notice that. So we're practicing being in our body and being in the present. But the present is not just a kind of empty, nothing happening situation. There is always a potential for dynamism, so we can make sound and still be in the present. And working with sound, particularly in the Tibetan tradition, but actually in most spiritual traditions, is really important. Do you like to make sound? All human beings sing. In every culture there's music, and people sing, whether they sound good or not. What happens in your shower? There's something, it's an expression of your energy to sing. And all living creatures like to express their energy. Birds sing, call out, dogs bark, cats meow, etc. Ah, I'm here, ah. And so we sing, and we bring this into the meditation, really at the specific advice of our teacher, when we asked Adzur Rinpoche, our teacher in Tibet, I asked, what is a very, very simple practice that we can do that people will feel something right away? So we have this practice. And hung, we use the sound hung, as many of you know, because it's a gathering sound. It's a sound of presence, really. Oh, it just can take you deeper. So we combine these three things, the sense of support, the sense of settling into silence through awareness of your breath, and then making sound. And, of course, once you've been in silence, the sound is more vibrant. No? You hear it, and you feel it, and it keeps you in your body because you're still feeling the sound in your body. It's not taking you anywhere, but yet it is energizing the dynamism of your sitting. You know, maybe we get a little sleepy when we sit, or a little dull. So the sound kind of brings out the clarity. And then we go back into silence, which is now dynamized by that clarity. So we have exactly the same pattern, really, that we had with our breathing, of sort of refreshment and clarity coming in. It's called an inhalation. And relaxation within that clarity as you exhale. And that is mirrored when we move between silence, which is one kind of a simple relaxation, somewhat akin to the exhale. And we then dynamize that with the sound, which gives us energy, which we have brought in through our inhalating breath, and now we exhale sort of more energetically. That's just another story about what we just did. Very, very simple practice that we hope that you will, and invite you to take home with you. Any part of it, you just do this. You could just work with your body as we did. Just sit in silence, focusing your breath. Sound home when it feels right to you. You know, when you feel yourself getting a little low, sound home. It brightens you up, but it's also, as I said, a gathering, deepening. So it also, in itself, it combines the qualities of clarity and ease that we're learning to bring together. Is making sense to you? Do you have questions or comments about your experience? And we'll do it. Can you take it home with you? It's actually very beneficial. You may know there's a lot of science now that shows that even a short amount of time, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, will actually begin to reduce the stress in your body, will actually increase your immune response, will, what is it called? Certain substances in your body that are associated with health measurably increase through meditation. So that's one reason to do it. And of course another is that when you're present, you have your life. You know, you're present in your life. And you're present to people in your life. And that's really, really significant. You can be present to your breath, and then you're not distracted when you're talking to other people, and they really appreciate that. And it changes the whole tenor of the relationship. So it's a very positive thing. Everything we do at Dawn Mountain is really an offering to support us in appreciating what we're capable of. Could say spiritually, could just say capable of human beings cultivating the arts of life, particularly ease of attention, kindness. These are really enriching in life. And so we have Teaching Tuesdays on the first and third Tuesday of each month. And we have a special program next, not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. And also the first Tuesday in January. If you'd like to come, see how it is to start the new year, to end and then start the new year with a contemplative orientation, you are very welcome to join us in that. Any questions, comments? Okay. Where's the Book of Names? Did it go or get around? It's over there. Thank you, Deborah. Uh-oh. Okay, pass it around for a bit. Just quietly. And then if it doesn't get to everybody, we'll have a moment where you can just say the name. So for the people who you wish. It doesn't stay down. Is that going to work? It's better? Has it? Okay, good. Okay. So find your seat again, and when you're familiar with this, you can do it very quickly, really. Just rock for a moment, find your sits bones, and feel that. I don't know what you experience, but I feel it as a kind of a wave of support coming through my body, and it's just kind of everything is settling, and my muscles don't have to kind of get the signal that they can relax. And then it's also good to tuck your chin in, because you can, if you tuck your chin in a bit, and pay attention to your body, you can feel a little bit of a pull on your spine. No? It's kind of inviting your spine to be strong and rise up powerfully, and that amplifies the sense of support through the central corridor of your body. We don't often, unless you've been doing Qigong or Tai Chi or certain kinds of yoga and meditation, and in Western culture, we don't get invited to pay a lot of attention to this central alignment from your crown really to the bottom of your spine. And that's a very powerful support. So we just, it doesn't take much. It's there. It's always there. You don't have to do anything. Just remind yourself. And settling into the support of the ground. And if you're feeling settled, you can also watch your breath from the center of your belly. Once we get settled, and if you're new to practice, it might take, some weeks or a while to feel like you can relax enough to just drop down to the center of your belly. It's quite a deep place in the body. And you can relax so that any tensions also just kind of dissolve down, leaving you very clear in your upper body and very settled in your lower body. And when your mind starts thinking things, you just invite your mind back to your breath, back to the center of your belly. This is also a practice of patience because our minds don't stay. So you have to be willing to acknowledge that you have no control over your mind. You never did, but now you're noticing it, and that can be distressing. You just invite it back, that's all. So you're practicing centering and settling into your belly. And sometimes you can also sound the sound Om, which is a little different from the sound Hong. And in many traditions of India and Asia, it's the sound of enlightened embodiment. So in this settled state, sound the sound Om, feeling that sound and light are expanding from your heart. Sound's coming from your heart in some sense. And it's expanding through every cell in your body and lightening you up very literally. And once more, washing yourself with light. And a third and last time. Now we want to share whatever positivity we have experienced with all beings. Do you have this with you? You have the sheet with you? Okay. Who's close by? Terry, when we get to it, Terry, would you light a candle? Thank you. Let's do our dedication and aspiration. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. And then our central intention really in these two aspirations. Don't light it yet. Wait, when we get to, you have to find one first, I know.
She's looking for the light, right?
Oh, okay. Okay, you'll work it out. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. And now the candle, if you would. And please bring the book. Thank you. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom, shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. And so we're sending our good wishes to very specific people, close to our hearts, and then to everybody.
We didn't clearly mark where it begins.
So that's Tuesday.
Yeah. It's not clearly marked.
Oh, this is a different.
She will show you. She wants to
What? Oh, good. Thank you.
Where did you start? No, 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 no.
This one, right after this.
There you started?
Thank you.
Okay, great. Annie, did you get a chance to write or no?
No, I'll just say it.
Well, I'll start with you then. Deepesh and his brother Joseph in Bardo, Dan Perdue in the Bardo, Donzen, Baruch Shiro in the Bardo, Valerie Stevens in the Bardo, Debbie Foster, Kagan Lucas, Chelsea's Fertility, Ben Bray, Susie Bray, Caitlin Bray, Michael Glynn, Tina Rosa and family, Susan Elkin, Robert Elkin, Cheryl Shuke, Camacho's family, Ill Animals, Nelson Mandela, The World, Mary Surite Muller, Lois Shoemaker, Michael Radcliffe, Elsie Rickey, Stephanie Butler, Arik Rodi, Kathleen Wilson, Esther, Marianne, Helen, Avery Evans, Alyssa E. Owen, Laura, Mary, Tina, Fang Lian Tong, the Wagner family, Beverly McGregor, Doug McGregor, Bud Cofield, Anne Harvey and the Don Mountain Sangha, my daughter Jennifer, Jonathan, Patty, Sarah, Anna William on her 13th birthday, Sarah, Ellen, Eleanor Day, Jim, Gina, Maddie in the Bardo, Jim, Charlie, Karen, and Kyle.
Bodhi Alione, welcome, born today. And an ah now, the most expansive sound, sending light and your grace and good wishes to everyone in the room and to everyone by the end of the ah, to everyone throughout space. Thank you all for coming. And please stay as you are able for our holiday open house.
We have
Chance
two
to
things.
talk with you.
We have two things today that lower your blood pressure and raise your immune system and bring clarity to the mind and heart. We are going to share some food and lovely conversation with one another and shopping. So please stay. We'd love to have you hang around for a while and share our community with one another. And when you buy, you're helping us all, and you're getting things for you and your family and friends. So please, please, stay. Take care.